Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Android Morse Code Telegraph tutorial where I show you how to write and read to internal storage. So here's what our app looks like right now. If you press the Press Me button, it will display the start and the end times. And let's look at our handy-dandy chart of what we've done. So far, we have completed these things. We've made the UI where we display the start end time, and programmatically on our untouched listener, we have done that. We have done these parts. So we have gotten the end time and start times, and we saved that to internal storage. So today what we'll be doing is we will be calculating our values that we just stored, so we will be reading from our files. So let's work on this part right now. This here. Whoops, not that one. We'll be working on this part right here. We're going to calculate how long the user pressed down the button and display it right here. So let's get started. And in that, yeah, we want to calculate how long the users press the button. So that's going to be, we think about what's happening. We want to subtract the end time, that is the time that we stopped pressing the button, from the time that we started pressing the button, right? So this minus that. So let's, and that will have to be on the when the user has released the button, right? Because that way you can calculate from the time that they started, from the time that they stopped. So let's do it here. So calculate how long the user has pressed the button, and this is going to be end time minus start time. So in this loop, we already had the end time, so we don't need to, so that's already gotten. We can just get this end time variable right here, but we don't have the start time because it's stuck in this above loop. But that's okay because we wrote to a file, so we can just read from the file. We can just read the start time and we can get it. So, okay, so end time is long end time, but I'm going to scroll up, have to get the start time from internal storage. So first we have to read the file that has the start time. And let's read that. So it's going to be, first we have to make a file that we're going to read into. So it has to be string file, or capital file input, file input. Can I do that? Yeah, it's gonna complain. I see green. Let me just try doing that. Start time string, and we're just going to initialize it to nothing. And now we're going to try reading it. So we first, like writing it, we need a try catch. Exception error. We're going to log this. Could not read start time. That's not too long. Good. So now let's try reading it. What we have to do is first get a file input stream, which is file output stream's counterpart. There you go. And we want to call it this thing that we just initialize here that it's complaint that we never use, but we're going to use it right now. Come on. File input start time string is equal to open the file input. Yes. And oh, so I guess we don't need to. Yeah, we don't need this. Sorry, I was wrong. We need to open the file that we just read to, and it's called, let me look up here, we call the file name start time. That's what we output it to. So now let's input into it. We want to input into here. That's good. Alright, so let's read the file we just wrote to. That's what we did there. And now we want to make a while loop. While the file is not empty, we want to read the contents to a new string. Oh, yeah, so that's what I was getting confused. So we do want to read to a string here. File input. We don't want to call it, we want to call it start time new text. And it's going to be, we want to append. So append is plus equals. We want to append the characters to the string. Characters to string? Yes. I think that will be the inter. So while, let's make a while loop. While character, the size of the character, crap. Wait a second, I need to look at my notes. I don't know what's going on. How do I get the size of the file? Okay, wow, this is hard. Okay, I would never remember this. Okay, so let's just make our while loop and put this guy inside. Expression, I know expression expected. I don't know the expression. Okay. Okay, while the size of our input file name start time, and we read it and it's not equal to -1, why is this giving me an error? Can I remember size? Do I have to initialize the size up here? Okay. It seems fine. Oh, I don't want to set to 0. That'll make it never true. Why can't I read this? Can't resolve this? This is not the... Oh wait, I have named the string for some reason up here. Wait, it's not a string, it's just the file. No, that doesn't help either. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I call it. Oh, these names are really confusing. Okay, sorry. I have to name the input stream here. All right, cool. All right, I got it now. We have to put the input stream size right there. And all right, so that's another error taking. Why is the statement expected? Do I have too many? Yeah, I have too many. Alright, God, that was hard. Alright, so this while loop shows that while the file that we just made or reading to is not empty, we want to input it to a new text. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Why am I getting a red error? Can't resolve the new text. Oh, because we need to initialize this too. We need to initialize that too. Okay, so we've initialized that. How do we append characters to this string that we just made? So a new text is append character to string. Do I need this? Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, so now I have a new error. It might not have been initialized, but I just initialized it. It's right. It's right up there. Do I need to? Oh, okay. Equals null. All right. Sometimes I don't really know if I'm gonna accept that. I don't really know if it's okay just to do it like that, or I have to set it equal something. All right. So, appending the characters to a string. All right. So now we've done that. Let's see if this actually worked, because that was really tricky. So what we want to do now is, now that we have read from our input file, let's display it on our UI. And we want to display it right there. I might as well just show you right on the actual app. We want to display it. Oh, we don't have anything. We don't have anything on our UI, so that's why I was confused. Okay, so let's make a place where you can display it. Let's put in the center so you can see it. We'll call this description pressed. And UI is always a little slow when we use this drag and drop. So we'll just wait. Okay, we'll call this, how long were you pressing the button? And that will do nothing there, but then we'll have a text view right underneath. And we'll call this text box pressed. I was pressing for ... and we'll make this a large. There you go. So okay, we will be displaying it to this text box ID. We want to set our text. We want to set our text this guy right here. Come on, why can't we resolve this? It's right there. Ugh. And maybe it's because I haven't made a text file. So let's initialize our text box press, which is this guy right here. We have to do it up here. Alright, set up the text box in the user interface. Let me just start an in time displays. And let's make another section. How long the user was pressing display. So that's going to be final text view. Whoops, text view. We're going to call it text box pressed. And we're going to name the same as the UI. sometimes I make it different, the UI different from my program, my Java, but I don't know, I just find it just becomes more hassle than it's worth. Okay, why can't I set this text file right there? What do you mean can't resolve it? It's literally, so I, no. What do you mean you can't resolve it? It's, why is, I don't understand why it's not, is it outside the loop? Because these, I know I'm accessing from within the while loop, but I don't know why it's not reading out here. Where did I initialized inside the try catch. I need to initialize outside the try catch. Okay, now it's working. Okay, phew. So, gosh, so let's try it out on our emulator. Oh, sorry, that was a little more painful than I thought it would be. Let's try it out on our emulator and see if it actually worked, if we're actually reading correctly from our file. If it is working correctly, then it should display into the text box. And if it's not, then I guess I'll have to troubleshoot. So our UI has been updated. So let's hope. So I'm gonna press it for a while and then let go. Oh, yeah, it works. Okay, so it looks like it says null, blah blah blah. Alright, so this null is actually not a real null. It's like literally the characters N-U-L-L. So let's make that just a double quotation nothing. Yeah, sometimes initializing strings is weird. I guess that's why I always did this. So we're going to start the UI again and fix that. We're going to change it from, null. We're going to change that to double quotation marks. Okay, let's try again. Oh yeah, it works. Oh, no, we're not. That's right. That's wrong. We're sorry, that is wrong because we are displaying the start time. Sorry, it's taking a while. We don't want to display start time. We want to display the how long the end time minus start time. So now we have our start time. Now we can calculate the amount of time the user has pressed the button. So we're going to do end time minus start time. Now we cannot subtract strings, so we have to convert all of these to longs. So let's do start. Whoops, start time is already in a long. What is it called? What do we call it? Oh no, end time is already a long. So end time is already a long, so we don't need to do anything. End time is already a long. What is the variable called? It's called just end time. Alright, that's good. But we need to convert. But start time needs to be converted to a long. And we call it this. So to convert to a long, we need to call it, let's make a new line, start time long is equal to long value of, I'll put that into the parentheses. And that should be start time long. So let's do long time pressed is equal to end time minus start time long. And I don't think we can display this into our text box. I don't think we can display longs. Let's try. No, it needs to be a string. So let's convert that to a string. So it's going to be string time pressed string is equal to string value of time pressed. And I think we can display this in our text box. Yeah, at least there are no programmatic errors. We'll see if it compiles and works correctly. Wow, did it work already? Yeah, it worked! Does this seem mathematically? Yeah, it seems mathematically reasonable. Yeah, so these are number of milliseconds that we have been pressing the button. Excellent. Should we save this to a file? Would we ever need it? I don't know. I don't think so. Let me think. Yeah, I think we're gonna need it in the future, but we'll do that in the future. I think this is a pretty long video already. So now, we should make another UI where we so all that, and we've done this part. So now our next step is to calculate how long the user waited before pausing. So if I press this and I wait a minute and press it again, how long I should calculate how long I was pressing, or I waited before pressing the button the second time. Let's see, this video is in over 20 minutes. I think it's getting a little long. So what I'll do is I will do this next time, and then after that we can start translating from this to Morse code. Alright, at least today we've gotten the writing or reading from files done, even though it's really painful. Hopefully next time won't be so painful because I can just copy paste or just look at my code again. Alright, I will see you guys next time. See ya!